Alrighty, so a little bit more laid back video, not anything super spectacular, but I was watching Beats PH mess around with sort of a similar team, if not it was the same team. I can't remember exactly what he was using the other day, and he was just saying how much he's really enjoyed using Sigurd lately, and I have to completely agree. Ever since I've gotten his Holy Relic, he's just been a lot of fun to use, so I kind of wanted to just see if I could use the old Arthur sort of buff Amplify team and see how we can do. I know that I'm not going to maybe be getting the greatest use out of Zeldris's passive, but we can maybe go for like a rank up, or not rank up, but like a buff on Sigurd, then uses Extort, and then try to first turn kill just whoever we want, maybe, if it'll if it goes right. But we have Ludo on the team as well as Arthur with Holy Relic, so we're going to be lowering their stats quite a bit, so I guess we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. So with us having buffs, it would be very good if we could get rid of Rimuru first, so let's see how that goes. Already dealing really good damage to Rimuru. Actually, this is going to be super overkill. 500k is kind of ridiculous. We have I actually don't normally use the Sariel relic on, or Sariel link on him, just because I normally end up using him as more of like a support style character for Brynhild or Brunhild. So I normally end up running like the new Tarmiel link on him, so he survives, but with him being our main damage dealer, and we actually did get another Amplify card, which is really good, we should be able to hopefully kill just about anybody we want, which is going to be fantastic. So let's go ahead and hit melee with this, which should do just about everything we want it to do. I think we'll go ahead and use this for card space, and then we'll target Escanor with that, because I'm pretty confident. Yeah, 434k. We're critting very nicely because of the whole like lower defense related stats. I can't remember if Arthur's is defense related stats or if it's just defense. I think it's related stats, but I think those are actually different debuffs that he has. Like, I know that Ludo's is a gray buff, or a gray debuff, but I think that they're different, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check just to be sure. No, they're both defense related stats. Okay, this one has like a crack in the shield, which is a little bit different, which was the only reason I was even sort of kind of wondering, but I'm not positive if we can kill Ludo here, but we'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be actually not terrible damage from him. Yeah, not quite. He's going to put up quite an annoying shield, but we're not getting any more Amplify cards. I think that's the biggest problem with running a team like this, is if, you know, if you're investing all of your power into one unit and it's only one card that they have that's going to be doing big damage, that it's really hard to like justify using a team like this, because after, you know, your first hit or whatever, you're probably not going to be able to do what you want to do. So RNG is has to be on your side a little bit with a team like this, but I'm kind of interested in seeing how much we can do here. We don't have the buff on from Arthur anymore, but still ended up doing enough to get through the shield and kill, so that's very nice. All right, let's move on. Alrighty. Oh boy, this ought to be fun. I don't know who to get rid of in this situation, because I'm assuming she's gonna have Tarmiel link on, which she does, but obviously getting rid of Lilia is probably my best bet here. I feel like there's been a pretty hot discussion maybe around characters getting buffed lately, and I think that a lot of characters that are older definitely need buffs, and Arthur would be such a great character to get buffs, because even with HP defense, I have him completely maxed out. I don't think his gear is like solid 15% or anything like that, but even with HP defense, he's still under 60k. Like, he's at like 59 something. I can't remember exactly how much lower than 60k he is, but he's a little lacking, which is unfortunate. And it would be really nice to get him a little bit higher to help with some CC. Maybe even if his stats get buffed enough, you could use him for, you know, various different stuff as far as like attack teams go, because I actually before you know, the meta started going like absolutely wacko mode, I was using blue Arthur for a little bit here and there, the blue SSR Arthur, because he has a really fun passive that deals with crits. I can't remember exactly what it is at this point, because it's been so long since I've used him, but he was quite a bit of fun when I used to use him, but unfortunately it's just not really so great anymore, so obviously it would be kind of a waste to use them nowadays. But you know, going back and messing around with some of those old kind of characters and stuff can be a lot of fun if you can actually get decent use out of them. But yeah, I'm not too sure on, you know, buffing. You know, obviously old characters being buffed would be a fantastic thing, so if anybody sort of got buffs, it would be good just in general across the board, because you could use older characters again, which I think was the idea with Holy Relics, but I don't know if they just kind of dropped the ball on that one, or it just, I don't know, it didn't go the way that they planned, which, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of characters that already have 3 units, so they can't necessarily just release a new unit and be like, okay, time for your stat buff sort of thing. But I don't know, there's still a lot of characters that could use some help, I think. Which, I mean, obviously, the game has over 200 characters at this point. It's like 220 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but there's a lot of characters in the game now. So, you know, not every single one of them can be great. But, you know, it would be nice to get some use out of some of these characters. Can't say that would be a bad thing. Whew. A lot of damage there. Hopefully... Oh, nice. We should be in a really good spot here to hopefully kill. Oh, I can only use 2 cards. Well, I'm glad I didn't use the Amplify. Ooh, is the Flood gonna kill though? I think the Amplify might have done. I should have maybe used his ult and then the Amplify. Okay, we're not in the worst spot. He's gonna draw ult, which is a little unfortunate, but I don't think he's really gonna be that scary. Going for Arthur, which is good because we have a Amplify card. Okay, he didn't kill Arthur either, so that's also kind of nice. I think our buffs deplete this turn, so we'll go ahead and buff back up. This is on a green unit, so we should deal a lot of damage here, hopefully. Boom. Okay, well, 150. We didn't crit. If it would have crit, I think it would have done like some nutty damage, but oh well. We're gonna move on to the next one. It's always weird to see a Gilthunder. I don't really see him a whole lot anymore, but neat. Alrighty, what do we got? Ooh, kind of a weird team. I feel like running King with melee is just not ideal. Like, it's just so weird. I don't like that. Like, I guess it can work, but we don't have a really great way of getting rid of the shield, so I think I'm going to try to take him out first. Which I think this is a bot, because he's got pretty low CC. And it didn't take long to load in. 400k, not bad. If we could get another Amplify, that'd be great. No, can't get that lucky. That's definitely the downfall of this team. Can't seem to get the cards that you need with this team, which is kind of unfortunate. Might be able to use some of these Rupture cards on melee though, because he's gonna pretty much full heal back from that card alone, I think. 56k on a heal from lifesteal. Kind of nuts. Yeah, that's a full health. Let's try to go for card space, so that way we can hopefully draw a Rupture or a Amplify card, because if we can, we should be in a decent spot to hope. Ooh, that actually did pretty good. We should be in a decent spot to hopefully kill him. So 2 Amplify cards, definitely not going to complain there. Using a melee card, so he's probably going to lifesteal enough, or a decent amount back as well. Ooh, going for the Arthur. Surprisingly doesn't kill. I mean, I don't think he has... Ooh, this is going to kill him. Doesn't kill him. Okay. Surprising. we're just gonna go ahead and commit that. If it ends up sending the next one to Ludo, oh well, but I need to get rid of him at all costs. So 270, not crazy, but not bad. 106 on him's not great, but tight disadvantage, no crit. I don't know. Sigurd's just a cool unit. I think he's very neat. When he came out, he was very, very interesting because you could use him on the, you know, the assault mode melee team, which was really fun. Which before I was messing around with this, I literally just level 100'd assault mode. So I would kind of like to try and maybe mess with that some more. Let's go ahead and use this beforehand just in case, or just so that way it'll go ahead and merge, which obviously he's immune. But I did just level 100 him. I do have the new Melascula, which I kind of want to use a little bit. Well, I don't know if it's like the greatest. She's only level 90 at the moment, and I forgot that before she came out, I made 2 lifesteal pieces for her and just went ahead and UR'd those. So I have like the perfect setup to use her, but I'm just not sure if I want to commit the level 100 on her just yet, because I don't know how much use I'm actually going to get out of her. But if I level 100'd her, or maybe like Chandler or somebody, I could already have a completely level 100 assault mode team. But assault mode's not really the greatest nowadays. Really hoping that the dogs end up giving him a relic sometime in the nearish future. That would be fantastic. Merlin doesn't really deal the most damage. I think if I'm gonna really go for the threat here, it would be to go for Liz, which this is a real player, so yeah, I was like, I really doubt that this is gonna kill. And now if we get attack sealed, it's not really gonna be great. We could potentially rush an ult here though. Well, we can't, because if he attack seals me, it's going to put on a dissolve, so that's also going to be an issue. Just, man, anybody running Merlin is just such a buzzkill. Like, I get it. I understand why people run her. She's good, but, man, she's annoying. So there's the dissolve. Kind of a rip. We have 4 cards that we can use, so it's not the worst, but it's not great, for sure. I guess we'll just try to get a little bit more damage out on... Ooh, I'm really surprised that killed. That was so much damage from the Extort for some reason. Honestly, super impressive. Like, just that killing is kind of bizarre. Hopefully, oh well, he's gonna rank up into himself and just attack seal. People running these 2 units together is that you know that it's gonna be a bad time. All right, he can reset my ultimate move gauge, so it's not like I can really do anything here, so. Surprisingly decent damage from Arthur. Like, I know that was a level... Was that a level 2? I think it was just a level 1. I can't remember exactly, but we're not... It's such a bad spot. If I could get a level 3 buff card, it would be insane, because it would actually give me debuff immunity, which would be so good. People used to run the Arthur with rank up Gother and... like an Escanor or something like that for like the mono red, and if you could get the turn 1 like level 3 Arthur buff, it was so good, like absolutely insane. Okay, so he didn't use... Oh, man, this is... See, now we're in a really tough spot. I think I need to get rid of Gother if I'm being honest with myself. Like, I know Merlin's gonna be really annoying, but I don't know. The whole team is just kind of annoying, which is really unfortunate. He's already got his buff there with Rimuru as well, so he's gonna be quite a big issue. We can't pull any Amplify cards, which doesn't really matter because we're basically attack sealed every single turn. Oh, the meta in this game is... I can't really complain. The meta is actually in a much better spot than it has been in a long time. Like, it's actually pretty diverse, I have to say. Ooh. Living. We're completely sealed on ult gauge, so I literally can't do anything like ult wise. Damn, okay, that's not great. We didn't lifesteal basically anything, but I wasn't really expecting to. All of us are about dead. We finally pull Amplify cards, but I think it's a little too late at this point. Yeah, that's... rip. Whatever he uses here completely kills me. I mean, I'll give him the GG because, I mean, it was surprisingly a halfway decent match, even though he was a complete buzzkill. So, moving on. Alrighty, we have a Champ 1 player here. Really high CC. I'm gonna assume that he probably still has evasion food on. Even with his CC being this high, I'm gonna bet he does. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, that's at least good for me. Shutting that down is really nice because he's using the ult rush team, which he now won't be able to get rid of my buffs either, which is really good. Ugh. No amplifies, very bad. We can rush a Ludo ult, but Ludo doesn't really do good. So he's going to be able to get 2 ults. Okay, he doesn't go for 2 ults. I figured he would have went for both of these guys' ults. So that's a little odd, I've got to be honest. Kind of in a tough spot here. I'm assuming you've got the link on. Yeah, so I don't really want to disable myself just in case the shield would actually help. So we're just gonna move a card, which is not ideal. If he removes the ult, we can get it back, which is good, but I imagine, well, he's probably gonna use the ult here to kill Sigurd, because that would be obviously the most ideal, because he's my biggest damage dealer. So he'll probably shoot Sigurd down with the ult here. He doesn't. Very weird. Okay. I think that's a huge misplay. If he would have killed Sigurd there, it would have been ideal. Like, or well, okay, so he's got the 6/6. Of course, he does. So that's really awful. I don't know what it is. Anytime I go against a Margaret, they're 6/6, but I can't get lucky enough with Margaret pulls to, like, I've literally never pulled an extra Margaret, so, very unfortunate there. But hey, everybody has different luck, so, you know, can't win them all. Literally, like, no damage. This Amplify doesn't work now. Boom. Wowee. Disabled myself anyway just to get the ult, but it doesn't really matter because we've given him enough stacks, I think, to where we're gonna get absolutely wrecked here. So yeah, kind of unfortunate. I do really like Sigurd though. I think he's a lot of fun. I do want to mess around with the assault mode team a little bit, maybe, since I already have him level 100, and he's not like the greatest unit to use for the assault mode team, but he's still kind of fun to mess with, so I might do that sometime in the near future. Since next week should be technically a dead week, we'll be able to see what the next banner is going to be on JP, which I think it's already been kind of sort of leaked at this point, where it should be a new Deanne from my understanding, which I don't think anybody's really all that excited for, but it's supposed to be a summer Deanne. Maybe she'll be halfway decent, because I mean, Summer Merlin was really, really good when she came out, so maybe it'll be somewhat of a surprise, but I don't know. I don't think anybody's like on the edge of their seat for the new Deanne by any means, but I think we're basically screwed here. So he's actually using ult removal on Merlin to make sure that he doesn't get ulted, which is kind of funny because his main damage dealer is dead, which was Rimuru, but he's not been able to secure a kill yet with his main, or with his other 2 people. That actually did pretty good damage. Amplify, couldn't be lucky enough. So I think we're gonna call it there, because there's not really a whole lot else we can do. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. A little bit of a more chill video. I've just been kind of chilling this week. I went ahead and made a lot of my Freyr content as soon as the week happened, so I could sort of chill, because I've seen that a lot of people are, you know, kind of like not happy with the game at the moment. And I can completely understand that, but I think the way that I sort of keep myself not insane with this game is I recorded literally all of my Freyr videos day 1 as soon as he dropped, and then I was able to sort of just chill for the rest of the week and not have to worry about it. So I've literally just been doing dailies for the rest of the week and just chilling and not doing a whole lot. So I haven't had to like completely focus on, you know, the game too much. This is a nice guy. At least he's cool. I'm not like saying GG is in, you're like I'm gonna win here, but I want to at least tell him good game, because he's been a good sport about it at least. So I don't know. Either way, I don't know how this is gonna end up, but maybe I'll just shut up for a minute and then skip to the end of this, so that way you guys get to see it, because I don't know, you might be invested at this point. Alrighty, yeah, I wasn't getting very lucky with draws or anything like that, so I wasn't able to rush an ult, and he's got Deanne's ult, and we're pretty low, so I think this is going to be the end of it. But either way, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content and stuff like that. I know it's been a little bit more of a chill week. Next week's probably going to be pretty chill as well, since it's, you know, not a banner week for us. But hey, maybe we'll get to see some stuff on GP. Should be fun. So either way, thank you guys so much. I'll see you later.